Guys, I think it might be time to phase up. All right. I think it might be time to phase up. I've been warming up to FaZe. One of the best decisions they made was bringing Jason on. And they've continued to make, I feel like, pretty good decisions recently in trying to because I'm going to be honest, the FaZe PR was pretty bad for quite a bit of time. And I think they're starting to repair some of the damage. And I have to share this with you guys, okay? I'm sorry. It's time. There's 2 things I want to share. Okay.
And I've seen a lot of, I'm gonna get.
Why are you glazing FaZe Clan right now? What did I miss? Well, I'm getting into it. 1 second.
And I've seen a lot of, I'm gonna keep the bug right now, right? I've seen a lot of people on the list that when I seen the list, I say, yo, I'm not jacking them. I'm personally here saying, right now, bro, I don't get, niggas know I don't care, bro. Miz Kid tries to censor the door, he's not getting inside. No. We do not fuck with weird people. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. He's gonna see this clip. I don't care. You're not getting inside. And I've seen a lot of,
And I guess this was the response.
Why is this, that, and this? This is also a FaZe Clan party. I mean, bro, you don't think FaZe Banks said stupid shit back in the day? Hell yeah, he did. He admits it. We all did. We all said dumb shit back in the day. We all admit it. And it did take me a little bit longer to grow up than most. I said this shit when I was 22. But I'm a completely different person than when I was 22. I'm 30 years old. And
sorry, Denims, explain what we're watching. This is FaZe Silky, I think. Who said I've seen some weird people on the 4th of July party list and they are not invited. And then he explicitly lists Mizkif as being not invited to the party, or rather being uninvited to the party.
I know that the viewers don't judge me as much because I think they understand. And I know that you guys still watch me because you know the realities of the person that I am, because you've seen my actions over the years of being a streamer. I don't blame Silky for what he said. I know a lot of you probably think I should hate or attack him. I don't blame Silky for what he said or how he's acting. It's understandable. If Silky would like to talk on or off stream, I would be happy to. Because I understand that if Silky doesn't like me or understand me, but I would be okay totally to do that. That was the jokes. The jokes were to be edgy. The jokes were tryhard spam.
66 months.
That was a very huge thing on Twitch, was tryhard. I mean, the entire website was edgy as fuck. N-word spam in TTS was a very popular thing that people laughed at.
Who was laughing at it? What the fuck? Oh, what is happening? Hey. People used to think ableist terms were really funny back in the day. Not the people who were actually subject to the ableist terms, who have had disabilities, but, you know, a lot of other people thought it. It's like, wait, just because white people thought the N-word jokes were funny doesn't A, mean that they were funny, and B, suddenly like
nuclear
make it acceptable.
Tried to get it through. In fact, a lot of popular streamers let it go through because they thought it was funny. And I was part of that movement, and I regret it. You know, I almost partially don't regret it because it was something I did that I learned was wrong, and I grew up.
So he's talking about like Twitch TTS or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it was like,
why is this, that, and this?
Because of the messages or something. Because there were messages with the N-word in it. And like, I kind of low-key don't blame. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go hard. I'm done pussyfooting around. Sorry. I'm done pussyfooting. I've been on Twitch for long enough that I remember the time when so many people on Twitch laughed at the idea of a black content creator making it big on the platform and basically said, no one's ever going to watch that. People don't want to watch that. People want to watch like, that's, doesn't matter how much Twitch promotes it. People don't want to watch that. They want to watch white content creators. And I remember seeing that shit and like, I remember getting fucking pissed about it. And I remember being like, this is so fucking, like, this is, I think it's not to be political, but it struck me the way that it strikes me when people don't care about like black and brown voters in America. It's like, oh, well, we don't need those. We just need like the conservatives and the independents and the moderates. And it's like, how little respect you have for your own fucking base. Holy shit, dude. Just like no respect at all for your base. And it's the same thing with this, where it's like, it's such I remember when this sentiment was very popular and it was so irritating and aggravating to see. Not to be political streamer. It was so aggravating to see so many creators pretend like this wasn't plausible, that this wouldn't happen. And so Twitch didn't even bother wasting their effort with like promoting like during Black History Month, promoting black streamers. Because no one's going to watch that anyways. And then after the rise of Kai Cenat, suddenly all these people are way more quiet now. And they're like, well, I only said the N-word like a couple times. You know, you should like forgive me because we just didn't know that like black content creators would be successful on Twitch ever. And now that we know that, we're sorry. And it's like, dude, fuck off. Like literally fuck off. Like it's so aggravating. It's so aggravating. And I've said since day one, obviously, just because somebody does something wrong or they make a mistake or whatever, it doesn't mean that people who would be victims of that or people who would be personally impacted by that ever have a right to, or like a requirement to forgive you, right? Like if a content creator does some weird racist shit, I am not going to be the person to tell black people, hey, you should forgive him, man. He apologized. He didn't mean it. Hell no. Are you kidding me? Fuck no. I'm not doing that. Or like, if, like, I think we should rehabilitate people as a leftist, but I don't think it's the requirement of people who have been the victims of these people in any way, shape, or form to necessarily forgive them. Yeah, I remember this shit, dude. This was like, and people would let this shit happen in their chats and they thought it was funny and they thought it was cool. Where anytime this chatter says, whenever, I don't even want to say this out loud, was on screen or any type of stealing was referenced, people would start spamming a black streamer's face, Trihex's face in the chat. And nobody did anything. Like literally nobody did anything to moderate this shit. And it was blatantly racist. In the same way that anytime like, a brown person was on screen, they'd start spamming the that one emote. It's a guy wearing like a turban, I think. I don't know the emote by name. Sorry, apologies. And people would reference this. He's not even wearing a turban either. He's wearing a fucking beanie. And it was just like anytime a brown person was referenced, oh, Abdul. And it's just like that one emote over and over again. Like, it's just so irritating. It's so irritating. And like, again, it's so infuriating to tell people like, well, you should forgive this person, okay? You as someone from this marginalized group who has been impacted in these ways, well, you should forgive them. They said they're sorry. Like, what the fuck? Ew. You're making it seem like Mizkiff said that a black creator will never be popular on Twitch. No. Here's my genuine opinion on Mizkiff, okay? Here, you want to clip something? You can clip this. I think Mizkiff is just an average white dude. That's it. He's an average white dude. I think during the entirety of the stuff with Slick, I think he foolishly, not maliciously, thought he should be helping his friend instead of recognizing I have a company with a bunch of people under me that are going to be impacted. I need to step away and hire an investigator. I don't think it was malicious. Genuinely, I don't think so. And it's the same. I mean, like, again, Hanlon's razor, you don't attribute to malice what can be attributed to ignorance. And it's the same thing with his like memes or jokes or whatever about and saying the N-word or whatever. Of course it's not malicious. Yeah. Yes, people grow. Yes, people change. Obviously, all of these things can be true. And also, no one is required to forgive you. My statement about Mizkiff has always been that he's like annoying and he's insufferable. That I think he's like literally just like an average dude who like, he's had like ups and downs. He's had like big pros where he was like, I'm not going to say the R word anymore. Like, I think it's harmful. I think it contributes to like a more ableist space. And then he's had like downhill trends, whatever, all that. He's like a mini Tectone. I wouldn't even go that far. No, I wouldn't go that far. No, I think Tectone is genuinely like a piece of shit. Like, I think Miz just doesn't think about some of the things that he is engaged in, and he didn't realize that he should step away and get some space. Mizkiff is not like a bad person. He's not a bad person. He's just an insufferable douchebag, which is a very different thing, by the way. Tectone is like actually a bad person. I don't like Mizkiff on a personal level, right? And a lot of other people don't like Mizkiff on a personal level, that he has been insufferable to them personally. And that's why they don't like him, because of his personality. It's the same, like, I mean, I get it. It's the same thing with me. I invoke strong emotions in people. People either love me or they hate me. I get it. I feel that. Tectone is actually like a piece of shit. Like, that's like, that guy is actually like, I don't even think you should compare the two. Like, I genuinely don't think you should compare the two. That's just my opinion. Moving on from that. Yeah, like, as other people are stating the same sentiment in this, in this chat right now. That Tectone guy screams Predator, Miz does not. Listen, Tectone literally gets on stream and talks about like Minx's whore pussy and having a bunch of STDs and like whatever the fuck. Like constantly victim blaming women, constantly slut shaming women, constantly engaging in like the lowest denominator form of like hate and bigotry towards women. Like, that is the type of person that like you cover your drink. Like, they make you uncomfortable. And this is a statement of opinion. I would not. I'm not. Mizkiff is not that person. I think I could give Mizkiff my drink and be like, hey, can you watch this? And you know what would happen? He would drink it. That's what would happen. I'd be like, my drink, where is it? And he's like, oh, I drank it. I'm like, dude, like, I can't trust you with anything. I fucking can't trust you with anything. Or like worse, he's like, oh, I threw it out. Go get your own drink, stupid. And I'm like, I hate you. I hate the person that you are. God. Anywho. But also, like, again, like, people just don't have a... If you say a bunch of sexist shit, it's not women's jobs to forgive you. Sorry, I remember the example I was trying to think of. Atriarch. So, like, Atriarch is the perfect example of someone who, in my opinion, did everything right and tried to make amends for his behavior and desperately recognized the harm that he contributed to and the harm that he caused and spent a lot of his personal finances, his personal time trying to make the space better. As leftists, I think we should give people like that credit, and we should give people like Atriarch credit for actually trying, for saying, I'm sorry, I did this shit. For anyone who missed it, I support Atriarch. I think his efforts were, again, it's being a leftist, it's being about rehabilitation, right? Like, for anyone who missed it, Atriarch was like, he was on like this like deepfake porn site. And when he alt-tabbed, it showed up on his screen for a second. It was of streamers. And then he took like 3 months off, spent $100K of his own money, and started working with people to remove anything and everything off the internet. Like, he got on, he apologized. He said he's taking a break from the internet. He apologized directly to the creators and to his friends. And he took a step away from the internet. He took a step back and spent his personal time helping any person who has had content of them either leaked online or non-consensually is online, helping them remove. And he said, I don't care how big or small you are. If you need help, please message me. My DMs are open. I'm working with this organization. I'm working with this organization. And then like was providing updates saying like, hey, I've been trying to dedicate all of my time. Like, in the past month, I've dedicated like the past couple of months, I've dedicated hundreds of hours. We've taken down like tens of thousands of pieces of footage. We've successfully DMCA'd all this stuff. Like, I'm really trying my best to make amends for this shit. Like, really cool. Was this the thing that Ethan Klein was laughing about with Cutie? Yes. Like, he genuinely tried. Okay, you guys can ban this chat. This is weird. Sorry, you can make fun of me as much as you want this chat, but you don't speak disrespect on Cutie in here. You get insta ban for that. And as far as I'm concerned, as leftists, that's what we should promote, and that's what we should push for. If someone is willing to make amends and they're willing to genuinely put their money where their mouth is and put their time where their mouth is and actually try to fix the problem that they participated in, that's dope. But I also don't think any of the female streamers that were on that platform have a responsibility to forgive him. I don't think Cutie needed to forgive him, and I would never ask Cutie to forgive him. I don't think Maya needs to forgive him, and I would never ask her to forgive him. I would never ask any of those women, be like, well, he already did everything he could. You should forgive him. Hell no. No. I'm not going to ask victims of something to forgive something that they feel was a violation to them. I think it's our job as leftists, as people who were not personally impacted, to try and help these people and to try and give these people the space to grow. But I don't think it's the responsibility of people who were directly impacted in some way to forgive them and just like put it behind them. And I think it's the same thing here. It's like, I'm not going to tell a black content creator, okay, so he made some N-word jokes or he said the N-word a couple times. Like, you should forgive him. He's really changed. Hell no. And this is coming from someone who I don't even like Mizkif. And I've defended him and said like, no, this guy, I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think he's actively attempted to make this space more dangerous or worse. I think he's a douchebag. Which I'm sure lots of people would agree with me on this. Anywho, this wasn't the clip that I actually really wanted to show you. This wasn't it. What I wanted to show you guys was this. What the hell? Be gone. Sorry, I don't know why people think that they can insult Cutie in here. Like, you will instantly get banned. If you want to stay in here for as long as you want to stay in here, make fun of me, dude. Make fun of me. He lost me when he invited Neon. That's not my understanding. My understanding was Lacey invited Neon. First time viewer, these takes are valid. I mean, it's the most my takes are so lukewarm. Which, like, Lacey, someone was linking this clip. I want to see this. It says, my brother in Christ would really have benefited from watching an hour or two of Hassan a week.
You said you wanted Trump. Listen, bro, the reason I wanted Trump was because I wanted to make more money, all right? That's why. I'm gonna say it. At least I'm honest. I don't give a fuck. At least I'm not sitting here lying. I don't give a fuck who's the president. I want to make more money. I'm a greedy bitch, okay? At least I'm saying it. I've been saying it from day one. Now tell me why I ordered an $8,000 exhaust. And then a week after I order it, I get a call. You got to pay a 57% tariff on it. What? I got to pay an extra over $3,000 when I already paid $8,000 on a fucking tariff. I don't even know what a fucking tariff is.
Hanlon's razor, dude. Do not attribute to malice what can be attributed to ignorance. This is just pure dumb fuckery on display. And I'm telling you guys, we can fix these people. And we should want to. We should want to fix these people, okay? Give me 2 hours in a room. Fixed. Literally average voter.
This is what you
Correct. Correct. Absolutely correct. Why is he doing a Gary Vee impression? Oh, God. I feel like Tectone just calls it how he sees it, just his opinion. Why is that Tectone dude bad? Bro, Tectone literally went on stream and admitted that he's being investigated by the police for sexual assault. He admitted that, dog. All right. Anyways. Chat, this is what I need to show you guys. This is what I need to show you guys. Hold up. Today's a nice little, I kind of like, today's honestly kind of a Saturday fun day. We're kind of having fun with it today. But I will enjoy this. Listen, Lacey might say some stupid shit like this. I don't even know what a tariff is.
For over $3,000 when I already paid $8,000 on a fucking tariff. I don't even know what a fucking tariff is.
But he also says shit like this that's really funny. Wait, sorry, it was muted.
Here's the thing about XQC, and I've really started to pinpoint the problem. The thing about XQC is that he's jealous of me. That's what I've realized. XQC says all this stuff about me because he wants to be me. You see what's on my wrist right now? This is a diamond bracelet. Okay? People only hate and hate and hate when they want to be you. If XQC could call a genie down to earth right now, and his one wish would be swap lives with Lacey. It's facts. It's facts. And that's why I banned XQC from the FaZe party. That's why he's permanently banned. XQC, you're not welcome at the FaZe house. You are banned, buddy. You are banned. If you step foot into the FaZe house, you will turn to ashes. Okay?
Now,
here's the thing about
one correction I will make, all right? It's not that XQC is jealous of the money that he has. That's stupid. It's that XQC is on record saying this shit.
I have no actual friends, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, you're not wrong. I have no actual friends, and I'm okay with that. The streaming world is very cold, but at least I don't play the game of pretending anymore. I've never been good at it. Never liked it. I burn all my bridges because there's not a lot of good bridges to be made in streaming, buddy. That's in every big industry that's entertainment. That's the way. This is the way it is. Any denial of that fact is just people coping or trying to look better.
Sorry, let me provide the subtitles. XQC says, I don't have any actual friends in streaming, and anyone who says that they are is obviously coping. It's giving Tim Pool. I'm single at 35 with no wife or kids, but it's obviously everybody else's fault and not my fault. I have a fraction of the size that XQC has, and I've made friends in the streaming space. If XQC is jealous of anything that Lacey has, it's it's that Lacey has friends. That's what it is. That's what it is. And maybe instead it's behavior like this. And before I play this clip, I must. This clip, it's got to come back. This clip, wait. We're bringing this back for a very good reason.
I'm actually impressed this person got banned. This person never gets banned. This Denims girl, she gets away with everything. She says the most unhinged shit. This is one of the most unlikable person I've ever met in my life. Chat, yes, I'm not.
Guy who has no friends. Here to inform me on what is likable and unlikable behavior.
I guess
Continue.
I'm not gonna leak private conversations off stream, okay? But I was at this party, okay? And this person
Not
is
gonna leak things. But then they leak something.
insufferable.
XQC Pumper.
Insufferable.
Also common Dan W.
Holy shit.
Guys, should we trust the guy who has no friends and everybody else is insufferable, not him? Or, I don't know, the
Denims
people
is streaming.
Yo, XQC, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Bro, what do you want?
You coming to the party on 4th of July?
No,
Why?
because parties and cameras is fucking cringe high schooler shit.
Don't try to downplay a cool party, bro, just because you were a loser.
Bro, no, if you're filming at a party, you're a loser. Don't talk to me again, buddy.
What an actual vibe fucking terrorist, bro.
Whose opinion should we trust? The guy who has no friends, who admits he has no friends in streaming and says everybody else is insufferable and everybody else is a vibe terrorist? Or the guy who everybody else agrees is a vibe terrorist? I wonder. And so we have no choice but to phase the fuck up. We have no choice. I wasn't familiar with your game. Listen, whatever PR work the FaZe people have been putting in, it's working. It's working. It's working. Oh, man. Anyways, all right. Enough fun little drama segments. Don't forget Lacey shitting on Kick. True. True.